Hello and welcome to Dear Self-Care Court. I'm Courtney Lauran, and it is my intention that you heal and balance on all levels, removing any blockages or any dissonance that may be within you. So please be open to receiving the healing energy being sent your way. Let's take a deep breath in and release. Dropping your shoulders, unclenching your jaw, and releasing any tension in the brow or in the body. Finding yourself in a comfortable position for the Reiki and the message. For today's session, we are focusing on healing from the past, facing our feelings, and releasing emotional and physical weight. So first, let us cleanse and clear our aura, our spirit, and our being from any negative energy or entities that may be within us. Any negative energy that has found a home within our bodies, within our spirits, we ask for it to be released and we let it go. Any tension in our bodies where we may be storing negative energy, we ask for that to be released and let go in this moment. Whether the tension is in our necks, shoulders, back, hips, joints, feet, hands, wrists, wherever the negative energy is stored, we let it go, we let it be released and removed from our body, removed from our energy, and removed from our aura. We ask in this moment that our spirits be cleared and reset, and allow positive energy to build up within us and find its way back to us and create a home. We ask that any negative energy that can be transmuted in this moment into more positive energy, into wisdom, into knowledge, into any information that can be used for our highest good. And everything else, we let go. If any negative entities have attached within us that do not belong within us, we wake them up, we shake them off, we let them go. We are making room for more positivity. We are making room for more peace. We are making room for more ease, more joy, more happiness, more harmony, more balance. And so we release any blockages that are taking up space and keeping us from receiving what is for our highest good and the benefit of our souls. We release any blockages that have been keeping us from working through any emotional weight, any physical weight that we've been meaning to get to but simply haven't. Any healing that we have been ignoring, we no longer ignore, because the blockages are being removed, released, and let go. We are working through any dissonance, and we are allowing more ease. And just continue to breathe normally. And with every exhale, just let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Okay. Just going to clear out any excess energy that does not serve you. And replace it with the positive and healing energy the Selenite crystal has to offer. Okay. So I'm just going to go and see if there's anything left and pluck that out. Any negative energy wanting to stay within you. Anything that's a little bit more difficult to release. You want to pluck that out. There we go. And just breathe normally. Allow yourself to find calm. Because the more centered and the more calm you allow yourself to be, the easier it is to release what is not serving you. Okay. If you would like to set your own intention for this moment, for this session, please do so now. And let this clear quartz amplify your intention times 3. Okay. Now let's invoke the Reiki symbols to enhance this session. Chokure, chokure, chokure. Seheki, seheki, seheki. Hanzashi shonen, hanzashi shonen, hanzashi shonen. Daikomyo, daikomyo, daikomyo. Chokure, chokure, chokure. So like I said, this session is for healing from the past, especially from recurring patterns that stem from hurt feelings in your past. Because now is the time to change these patterns by facing and healing from the emotional pain. And sometimes you may feel tired and you may not want to revisit and you may not want to work through what has caused you any emotional weight, any emotional pain or trauma. But we owe it to ourselves to not let it just be stored within us, to not let it grow within us. We owe it to ourselves to allow ourselves to heal and transmute and feel better from the inside out. We deserve to not let our past overcome our present or heavily influence our future if we don't want it to. Okay? So the first crystal I want to introduce is Rhodonite. And this is a healing crystal. It taps into the heart chakra and helps us bring more compassion within us to help us heal from the past and show compassion to any emotional pain or weight that we have went through. So let's allow ourselves to receive the healing energy this Rhodonite crystal has to offer. So when it comes to healing from your past, you want to allow yourself to go inward, to face your emotional pain, to find where it is dwelling within you, and to work through it. And not to do it to get stuck in that emotional pain, not to do it to just revisit it and dwell in it, but to really go to where that emotional pain is staying within you, bringing light towards it and working towards releasing it, letting it go, and transmuting it. Allowing yourself to no longer hold on to that emotional weight so that it no longer affects your patterns or your cycles in your life. If you've gotten to a point where you are tired of just continuously being in a certain cycle or repeating certain patterns because you haven't healed through the emotional pain or the emotional trauma or the situation or whatever is weighing you down, then you know it's time to do that work. And you know it may not be pleasant, but you know it has to be done. So you revisit it with the intention that you are going to work through and release it so you can feel and be lighter. You work through it knowing that you are going to give yourself compassion and that you're going to give your emotional pain compassion. But you have to evict it from its comfortable space from within you. Allowing your inner self to grow and blossom from within. Allowing your inner self to start to feel lighter and to not hold on to that pain. You know, whether it be a belief that you once had that no longer serves you, whether it be a negative belief that was put within you or planted within you, whether it be a situation or just something that caused you great emotional pain, we can't allow it to stay and dwell and live within us. We can't allow it to grow. We can't continue to allow it to affect our patterns and our emotions and how we react and how we show up in the world. It's our job to do the work, to let that weight go, to heal from that pain, to allow ourselves to experience new patterns and create new patterns and cycles in our lives that feel better, that feel more aligned with how we want to feel. It's up to us to find that harmony within us, because whatever has caused emotional pain is always going to be in your story, but it doesn't have to be your life. It doesn't have to be your day-to-day. It doesn't have to be your present, and it certainly does not have to be your future. So you do the inner work so you can find harmony from your past and your present as you walk towards your future. The next crystal I'm going to introduce is Amazonite. So please embrace and welcome the healing properties and wisdom this Amazonite crystal has to offer. And I'm going to just work it through into your aura and your energy and your spirit, your being. So you want to go towards that space in you that you've been avoiding. You are strong enough to work through your emotional pain. And you also do not have to work through all of it at once. It is a journey, it is a marathon, and it is continuous. Because in this present moment, we are working towards healing from the past. And our future selves are going to be working to healing from the past. So there's constantly harmony. So there's constantly going to be a change in what we feel is harmonious within us, right? Depending on what we are healing from as we grow, as we move forward, as we continue on our journey, what looks like balance and what looks like harmony is going to change. So we just want to always stay mindful and stay present as we move towards healing, as we move towards creating harmony and balance in our lives, knowing that what may have felt like harmony in the past is not going to feel like harmony today. It may not feel the same, and that's okay. Work through it anyway. Know that you can constantly and consistently create what feels harmonious to you each and every day. Because I think as we heal the past and heal the emotional pain, we also have to remember that what has happened, and we can't go back. Because I know sometimes as I try to heal, I try to be the old me. Like, oh, I remember when I used to enjoy this. I remember when I was like this. I remember when I was more bubbly, or I remember when I was more happy doing X, Y, and Z. And so I try to say, oh, you know what, I'm going to go back to the old me, how I was. But I realize that I simply can't. I'm not the old me. The old me had its purpose. And now I have to find the present me. I have to find new harmony and new balance and new ways to express myself and my emotions in a healing and positive way. So I may not ever be the old Courtney, but the present Courtney isn't too shabby. And the same goes for you. You may not ever be your old self, but the present self it's not too bad. It's healing, it's working, it's evolving, it's vibrating at different levels and different frequencies. You are changing, you are forever changing, and that is beautiful. And that change is going to have its ups and its downs. So even if you are working through emotional pain right now and you don't feel like yourself, please know that you are working towards finding a new self, a renewed self, a reborn self. So allow yourself the space to do just that. And I think that's what most people mean when they say don't dwell in the past or on the past. Don't live in the past and heal from the past. Because like I said, it is a part of your story, but that does not necessarily mean it is your present or your future. The next crystal I want to introduce is Citrine. So please be open to receiving the healing energy that Citrine has to offer in this moment. So yes, you can be reborn and renewed once you do the inner work to to release the emotional pain and the emotional weight and feel so much lighter and feel so much more fulfilled and so much more aligned to ease and peace within you and joy and happiness, which I feel is what most of us are seeking constantly in our everyday lives. But what I've learned is I cannot seek joy and peace without making room for it, without releasing the emotional weight and pain that I have been holding on to from my past, from my childhood, from my young adulthood, just from any aspect of yesteryears. I have to make space for the positive energy I'm trying to cultivate and nurture. I have to make space to embrace the positive energy that I want in my life. And that starts with releasing the old energy, releasing the emotional weight, pain, and trauma that I have allowed to be stored in my body. I've allowed it to affect my emotions and my thoughts. And then I sit and wonder, why aren't things changing, or why don't I feel a certain way? And I think we all can relate. But, I know that avoiding the shadow work, avoiding the inner work is not serving me. It's not helping me. And the same can go for you. Avoiding that work doesn't help any of us in healing and feeling better and doing better. Because that emotional weight and that emotional pain stores within us as energy. And energy grows. And whether we are intentionally or unintentionally feeding that energy, it grows simply because it is stored. And it outgrows the area within you that it is living. And it starts to spread. So it's time to face it and no longer allow it to spread. No longer allow it to affect you in a negative way. It has happened. It is your past. And it can be released. It is something that you cannot change, but you also do not have to hold on to. And that is the beauty of letting go and releasing and healing from your past. You do not have to hold on to it. Now we invite the healing properties of this Unakite crystal. Please be open to receiving. And I'm just sending you extra love and extra healing and extra compassion in this moment, especially towards your heart chakra, as it will be needed as you work through emotional pain and emotional trauma. And allowing yourself to have compassion for yourself, allowing yourself to invite change, and to work through old habits and old patterns that no longer serve you, and allowing yourself forgiveness. I think a big part of emotional weight is that it has not been forgiven. Whatever has caused that emotional pain, whatever has caused that trauma, whatever has caused that discomfort, that dis-ease within you, that unbalance, whatever has taken you out of feeling in harmony and aligned with your higher self, forgive. Forgive for you. Not for any outside factor, but just for you. Forgive that trauma, forgive that emotional pain, forgive the weight, so you can allow it to disperse. Allow yourself forgiveness. It's easier to release once you forgive. So forgiveness and compassion is the energy that I am sending to you with this Unakite crystal in this moment. And lastly, this crystal is Opalite. So please be open to receiving the healing energy this Opalite crystal has to offer. And this crystal is really good at helping you clear your mind as you prepare for this healing journey through any emotional pain and weight. And also to clear your mind so that you can create the environment within you that you want to live in. So you can create the energy that you want to exude and have within you. So you can create the joy and happiness and ease and peace in your life. You can create more and more and more of it as you clear your mind and as you clear emotional clutter, emotional pain, emotional weight. You can create the life you want your present self to live. You can create the life you want your future self to live. You can create systems of healing so that each time you go within, each time you do the work, it doesn't feel as hard as the last time because you know what to do. You know where to go within you. You know how to release, how to let go, how to work through it. And I also want to say, if anything is extremely heavy, if the emotional weight is extremely heavy, if it is extreme trauma or extreme pain, then please reach out to a professional that can help you work through that emotional baggage. Please seek someone that is able to work with you one-on-one and help you get through those very hard feelings and very hard emotions that you have stored within you. Because this is going to help you energetically, and sometimes we need someone to help us physically and more mentally. So I just wanted to put that disclaimer in there for any of my lovelies that may be going through something a little bit more deeper than the norm. But no matter what, I want you to be able to create the life and the energy and the happiness within you that you want to have and receive and live. And so I send you that energy. And I pray for that healing and that peace and that harmony for you. Okay? I'm going to send you some positive healing energy with Palo Santo. And I'm going to send you some loving energy with this heart spray, this love spray. allow that and work that into your aura, your energy. And I'm going to anoint my hands with this emotional healing oil, infused with herbs like mugwort and burdock and just other healing vibe plants to help you ease on down. Place that in your aura and your energy and your spirit. As I send you the best wishes I can possibly send. And I want to leave you with this oracle card message that I pulled that says, nourish your body with high vibing energy. Because as you heal from your past, your emotional pain, emotional weights, as you release, the intention is to vibrate higher. And nourishing your body with high vibe energy, whether that be from food or people, is going to help you further on your healing journey and allow you to heal in a more consistent and harmonious way. So make sure you are nourishing yourself, high vibe people, high vibe food, high vibe surroundings and space and energy for your highest good. And I want to thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Remember to be well. And until next time.